Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at open world games and their pedestrian character models to highlight the differences between them. We've picked a variety of games all boasting open world environments and varying degrees of pedestrian activity, but we'll let you decide what you think are the most realistic or detailed. It appears that most games are using motion captured models as opposed to animations to create more realistic movement, but there's quite a difference in terms of detail in clothing, faces, hair and such like. So in no particular order, here's our list. First up, GTA 5, which is running on aged hardware, still manages to create some highly realistic character movement due to the exceptional quality motion capture. The details in the clothing are quite basic, even when looking at the heavily modded PC version of its predecessor. That said, there's a lot of variety which helps immersion no end. Saints Row 4 on PC offers a less realistic looking level of detail, aiming for a more animated look but still retains some realistic looking animations. Everything is over the top in this game, but the details in the clothing are quite basic. What makes this game shine in particular are the crazy outfits pedestrians can be seen wearing and the fact that interactions are fully supported. Activision's movie tie-in game The Amazing Spider-Man 2 perhaps offers the most basic pedestrians out of all the games featured here, with static looking models that lack even basic animations and come with little detail, making for a functional inclusion at best and not really showing off any visual flair. Square Enix's Sleeping Dogs chooses to use a depth of field effect when looking at pedestrians, but on closer inspection are very basic and repeat quite often. Whilst the game is quite packed to mimic the density of the population, this means the models aren't as good and pale when compared to the lead character. Ubisoft have had several games now to perfect the pedestrian drones of the Assassin's Creed games, and thus have created some pretty decent character models that sit or stand in a variety of real-life activities. There are a lot of repeats, but on close inspection, the style and details are very good. Infamous Second Son is bathed in impressive lighting, which shifts to create a different look to its assets, although the focus of the game is centered around speedier movement rather than interactive elements with pedestrians. The models featured are good, but lacking in overall animations, making them a necessary eye candy more than anything else.
You have the right of way.
Not as spry as I used to be.
Team Bondi made sure their pedestrians retained some of the excellent facial tech used in the story elements of LA Noire, making for realistic looking faces. The clothing is less detailed in comparison, but still looks good, although as what is expected, there's a fair amount of repeated models. Last but not least, Ubisoft's Watch Dogs boasts some of the most detailed character models in an open world game to date, with neat light reflections off material and even going as far as providing clothing movement which is not seen in any other game in this video. Despite being a multi-format, cross-generation game, Watch Dogs raises the bar when it comes to pedestrian character models.